What's good, YouTube and Reddit, I suppose, today? I believe the reason why we are all here is because of this. I posted this image onto Reddit yesterday, not really thinking anything of it, and it turned into the most viral post I've ever uploaded onto Reddit. So the purpose of this video today is just to discuss this image so that we can build context around this ban list for EDH that we have here. Like I said earlier, my name is Coach, and on this YouTube channel, we build commander decks during live streams. This is a family-friendly channel, and we all work together to make each other better Magic the Gathering players. Keep in mind that if you're new to EDH, we do have a Discord below, and there are people literally waiting inside the Discord for people to join to help them build commander decks. So I am inviting you to go into the description, go into the Discord, enter the Discord, and you can just talk to a bunch of really cool, family-friendly, respectful people inside that Discord. Okay, they're literally waiting for you over there. A couple disclaimers before we begin. I have never played a game of Commander at this store. I am a relatively new person in this store as well. I have more than 95 commander decks, so me having to go and edit my commander decks to fit within this criteria would be a lot of work for me. It's just something I don't have the energy to do. Keeping that in mind, there are a lot of people that play in this store. And when I say a lot of people, I'm saying more than 15, 20 people every week going to the store to play Commander. When we talk about numbers of people, that's more people playing Commander in, I think, within, at least in northern New Jersey where I play Commander, that's more than a couple stores combined playing Commander. So we have to put this into context where this is actually a fairly popular store. And it's a very nice store, might I add. The store looks great. The purpose of this ban list here is to create an experience for people within the store so that people don't feel bad, right? That people spend their time building their commander decks at home and can go to a store where they know they're going to be able to sit down and play a game of Commander that lasts more than 5 turns. And that's generally the experience that the people within this store, within this community, have voted for. So this list here was created not just by the people who own the store, but also by the entire community that plays the game. There's one rule that's not on this list that's probably more important than all of these rules combined, and it's that Rule 0 still applies. So you can play a commander deck with any of these cards. It's just upon you to know that those cards are on this list and to sit down and to tell people, listen, I'm playing a commander deck with this card inside of it. It's okay that I play this card. Essentially what they've created is almost as if it's an honor system where when you sit down and if you're playing a deck that plays a bit faster than what the store is expecting, you're expected to sit down and tell people that you're doing that. Because when you do that, let me know what you would do. If I was going to play against you in Commander and I sit down and I'm like, I'm playing Kamiz and it's complete infect. It's a 100% infect deck. I just want to let you guys know before we start, just out of respect for all of you, because I know infect can feel bad, I'm playing an infect Kamiz deck. What are you guys going to do? You're probably going to try to take me out of the game as quickly as possible. And you should, because infect is just can be at times a really easy way to win a game of Commander. And in the same purpose, if I playing that infect deck and I still beat you, you knew I was doing that, so it lessens the intensity of the feel bad, a person could say. Essentially, what they've created is an honor system here where if people are playing decks that do any of these things, at least they knew and they agreed to it, so that when they sit down and play, there's no you had an opportunity to do something about it before the game started. You agreed to this. Specifically, what they wanted to create is an experience where people go to play Commander at that store and they know what they're getting themselves into. And like I said, because they have 20 people there every week playing Commander, they've created something here that people are resonating with. People are happy people enjoy playing Commander there. I'm gonna tell you the story. One time I was playing at a store. The first match we played was a $5 buy-in, and the winner of the match got a promo pack. And I was playing Kakusho, which is actually a deck list I have on the channel that you can go check out. And one of my opponents was playing an Izzet Wizard Commander that buffs Wizard as you cast spells, gives him +1/+1. And then the other dude was playing the Squirrel Commander, and he was just making a bunch of tokens. I never even knew that Commander existed at that point in time, if I'm being honest with you. And he had a ton of tokens on his board, and it's his turn, and he goes, I'm gonna cast Craterhoof Behemoth. And he puts down the card, and he's like, this is Craterhoof. And I look at it, and inside the store, this is a nice LGS, and they have these notepads that you can use to keep track of your life total, these notepad pieces of paper. And he had taken a card, flipped it, and then put the notepad inside the sleeve, that paper, and wrote Craterhoof Behemoth on it. When I looked at the card, he spelt it Craterhoff. And I looked at it, I was like, my dude, you didn't cast a Craterhoof Behemoth. And he's like, what do you mean? Yeah, I did. And I looked at the piece of paper and I'm like, bro, you wrote Craterhoff Behemoth. And he immediately got really red. I'm kind of laughing about it. I wasn't going to give him a hard time about it. I knew what he was trying to do. And the other guy's laughing. And he got really red. And then he grabs all his cards and he's like, you take 300 damage, you take 300 damage. He puts his deck away, goes to the front table. And he's like, oh, I'm just reporting that I won my match. They're like, oh, congratulations. He gave him the pack. And then he walked out the store. And that day I lost to a Craterhoff Behemoth. That did not feel good when that happened to me, if I'm being honest with you. I was like, caramba, that stinks. Things like that happen, right? And I never thought that people were going to react to this post the way they did. But to me, it makes sense because people generally in life don't like to be told what to do. I think that's fair of everyone. When we see something like this, instead of reacting to it in a manner that can spew negativity, understand that it's difficult for people to sit down and to assume things. When you make assumptions about things, it only puts you in a position where you're either going to feel good or feel bad. Assumptions can either be positive or negative. When I was reading the comments for this post, a lot of the comments were saying that they would never want to play at this LGS, which is completely fair to you. You're allowed to do whatever you want. A lot of comments were like, oh, good for these people. And then there were a lot of comments where they were bad-mouthing the people at this store. Life is so much more complicated than just one instance. You're sitting in your room right now, you know, how many different ways can you perceive the room that you're sitting in? You know, I could stand in a corner over there and I could look at the room in one perspective. I can stand on top of something and now it's a new perspective. I can lower my head a little bit and now it's a new perspective. There are almost a limitless number of perspectives that people can perceive. When you're perceiving something as simple as an image, because this is literally all I uploaded, the only thing that you express when you do express your opinion is your internal state and the state of mind that you're within. So if you're someone that's within an internal state that is of a negative perspective and a negative place, when you perceive things outside of yourself, you're going to perceive that negatively because that's all you have within you to let out. If within you have calmness and you have positivity, when you see things like this, you'll express calmness and positivity outward because that's all you have within you to perceive, because the only context that you have for this post was this image and you knew nothing else. My teachers would be mad at me if I didn't tell people that when you see things like this, do your best to sit back and understand that you don't know everything. And in any situation in life, you can only make decisions when you have the entire context. If I'm inside of a completely pitch black room and all I have is a flashlight, I can only see where the flashlight is pointing. I can't see the entire room. When you see posts like this, do your best to put yourself in a state of pause if you notice that you're placing yourself within a manner that is negative, because spewing negativity only creates negativity within people that don't know how to handle negativity. the conduct in which you behave yourself in life and on the internet is up to you, right? And it's ultimately it's your responsibility. So that's why I have been free from naming the store, because of some of the negativity that I've seen people post, and I would like these people to be free from those experiences. Just keep those things in mind about life. If you're new to the channel, just remember that we do build commander decks on live stream. We generally stream between 12 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. It's really just how my schedule rolls out. If you want to know when I do go live, you can join the Discord. I generally upload there when I'm going live, so everyone can just join. I'll put a link there and you can join the stream straight from there, or you can just subscribe and hit the bell icon as well, and you'll get an email or a message sent to your phone letting you know that I am live. I hope you enjoyed this video. These are the commander decks that we've built so far from Streets of New Capenna. We're going to be turning Perry the Pulverizer into an Atraxa deck this week, and we're also going to be building Ziatora as well at some point this week. And then I think that's going to be it for Streets of New Capenna, and we'll go back to creating other content that you guys would like to see. I always say the same thing when I end these videos. Always remember, eat healthy, or as healthy as you can, at least one time a day. Work out every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. And most importantly, you gotta believe in yourself, all right? Nice to meet you guys. Peace out, people.